what made you want to start Therabody?
You know what? I was in a motorcycle accident, and I'm a chiropractor. I was working in Los Angeles, and it was necessity is the mother of invention. I used it and got myself better, and I was so young in the profession that I didn't know that was kind of miraculous. But I had a patient come in he was a bus driver. He was in a head-on bus collision, and I was looking at his paperwork as he was kind of going through the intake forms, and I realized this was me again.
Yeah.
And the only way this guy's going to get better is if he has something that he can use when he's not seeing me, because he only had 12 visits. So I'm like, just problem solving. And I thought, well, shit, I have to show this to him. So he came back the next day. I took his x-rays, showed him the product. Long story short, we got him better really fast. And he experienced the same thing that I experienced. And at the end of his experience, he said, Doc, you got to figure this out. And so I was like, shit, I do, because every person I use it on makes a difference. So from 2007 to 2015, this is the part people don't know, 8 years, I was working on guys like you. And I could go back to Bobby Wagner in his first year at Seattle. Like, I was working on those guys, and they were telling me what they were feeling and what they were experiencing. And I just chased that. So I was using it in the clinic, but I didn't realize it had a performance effect to it.
Yeah.
Once I realized there was a performance side to that, and I could actually show a guy like Deshaun Watson, I'm going to help you run faster in your 40. That's when it just started taking off. And I didn't know, and like I just said, I wasn't doing it to make a business. But every time I used it, I would learn. I'd look around and be like, wait a second, they're using it for a different reason than I was. And then I started selling it to guys, and they were like, dude, if I'd had this 5 years ago, and then I'd find out, like, why? Well, then I could go home and I could do stuff on myself instead of calling a masseuse or having a massage guy come or whatever. So it was a little bit longer answer to your question, but it wasn't like I was sitting in my garage or in a lab somewhere making this up. I was solving a problem. I was getting myself out of pain. I was getting the bus driver out of pain. And then I was getting athletes out of pain from working their off the days before.
Yeah.
And they were like, dude, I could do legs again today.